Estadio Santiago Bernabéu hosts the 252nd El Clásico as eternal rivals Real Madrid and Barcelona face off in the first leg of a mammoth Copa del Rey semi-final tie on Thursday. Both sides dropped points going into this meeting, with Madrid fighting back late to hold Atletico Madrid to a 1-1 home draw on Saturday and Barca succumbing to a shock 1-0 loss at Almeria the following day. While the Catalan subpar performance at Jugos Mediterráneos led to the Andalusians' historic H2H win, Los Merengues must feel like they wasted a huge opportunity to blow the La Liga title race wide open again. Despite having a man up for most of the second half after the expulsion of Angel Correa, Carlo Ancelotti's side had to thank the debutant Alvaro Rodriguez's late header for grabbing a point against bitter crosstown rivals. A 7-point gap between arch-rivals puts Barcelona in the driver's seat to land the title for the first time since 2018-2019, but after years of suffering, Xavi Hernandez's men want more. The Blaugrana already pipped Madrid to the Supercopa de España crown in a Saudi Arabia-held showpiece in January, strolling to an overwhelming 3-1 victory at the King Fahd International Stadium. It was a fitting way to avenge an identical league defeat in October as they now look to cut off Madrid's Copa del Rey title defense at the knees, seeking their first triumph in the competition since 2020-2021. Despite barely helping them whittle down the gap on Barcelona, Madrid's derby draw against Atletico extended their unbeaten run in all competitions to 6 games. During that streak, Los Blancos became the FIFA Club World Cup winners for a record-extending 5th time, courtesy of a 5-3 romping of Al Hilal, before thumping Liverpool 5-2 at Anfield in the Champions League. With confidence streaming to Madrid's veins again after a patchy opening to the new calendar year, the continuation of their flawless competitive home record in 2022-2023 looks almost inevitable. But if there's a side able to take down the fortress that is the Bernabéu, it's Barcelona, never mind their weekend collapse at Almeria, though a growing injury crisis in the Spotify Camp Nou suggests otherwise. In addition to long-term absentee Ousmane Dembélé, star first-team players Pedri and Robert Lewandowski won't be at Xavi's disposal on Thursday, casting doubt on Barca's bid to recreate last season's 4-0 destruction of Madrid in the capital. Lewandowski's muscle problem comes at the worst possible moment for Barcelona, who, after exiting the Europa League at the hands of Manchester United, failed to stem the bleeding on Sunday, suffering a first-ever defeat to Almeria. The FIFA Best Awards on Monday brought with it an array of storylines, especially for those in Real Madrid colours. The Merengues were harshly done at the awards, with their UEFA Champions League exploits grossly overlooked and stars left unrecognised. While the World Cup was certainly the biggest event of the year, many feel that at least one of Thibaut Courtois, Karim Benzema, and Carlo Ancelotti should have been honoured with the title of the best. However, the most shocking part of the ceremony, undeniably, was when Vinicius Jr. was not named a part of the FIFA Pro World's Best 11 on the night. The youngster had recorded the most complete season of his career in 2021-2022, and his exclusion was inexcusable. According to reports from ABC, Carlo Ancelotti has sent a special message to the Brazilian winger after his shocking treatment and encouraged him to keep pushing on and shutting his haters. "You deserve to be there. We all know it. Now it's time for you to show it once again, starting with Barcelona." Fresh from the wounds of the ceremony in Paris, Vinicius will return to action on Thursday night in a special Clásico at home. Needless to say, the youngster will be fired up and hungry to prove his worth. While the youngster was not present in Paris from the event, his name did come up during the proceedings when former teammate Casemiro opted to speak up for the Brazilian in front of the world. The Brazilian midfielder brought up the topic of anti-racism and reignited unity against the atrocity, saying, "We have to stop with this now, the insults and racism against Vinicius. La Liga has to do something, because this is very serious."